Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Good Friday. So happy Easter for those of you that celebrate Easter. So let's see what our tarot cards say about that and whether it will actually be a Good Friday. So the 7th is the date, obviously, but Mercury is going into a shadow phase because it's going to be going retrograde in a couple of weeks. So maybe something like will come up to give us an indication of what we need to watch out for as we move towards another Mercury retrograde period. Let's see, who have we got to help us today? Okay, right, there's one. And there's another. Wow, okay, I don't know if these two would ever meet in real life. We have the Four of Shells, which is a crab, and we have a bison, which is the Ace of Fossils. Okay. I always get the light shining on these, so I'm going to put one up at a time so it doesn't shine too much. Four of Shells is like the Four of Cups. And, you know, I'm a Cancerian, so as soon as I saw the crab, I kind of felt like that was very apt for me. But is it a hermit crab? Is he sitting looking at the different shells and thinking maybe that this one might be a bit better for him? Maybe he's starting to look at other options. I know the hermit crabs, don't they all line up and then they all sort of move into the bigger shells and sort them all out in a line? Isn't that lovely and ordered? If only life was ordered like that. But I do see this crab, obviously this shell is bigger for him. And these three, you know, if he wanted to live in those, it's not going to work, is it? He's past those, he's grown. So maybe that's the message I feel that the crab is telling us, that, you know, it's all right to have a moment to pause and think about, but it's becoming very obvious to him that, you know, he needs to kind of move on soon because he's left these behind. Now, obviously, we've just had a full moon. Full moons are all about leaving behind what no longer serves us. So maybe that is what you have had to do over these last few days. And maybe you're kind of taking this break. And so it's a 4. And I feel like a lot of people have got 4 days off coming up. So maybe you're going to take that as a reset time to, you know, think about where you go next. Perhaps Easter may well be a pause for you so that you can kind of get yourself in line with where you want to go next. And, you know, here we are. We've got an ace of fossils, which is like the Ace of Pentacles. And that's a really big energy, isn't it? The bison. You know, you're not going to mess with him. If he goes, you know what, I've got a really good idea, you're just going to go, yeah, okay, all right, we'll go with it. Because he seems like a bit of a force to be reckoned with. And I feel that Ace of Fossils is coming in to say, yeah, you're absolutely right. There's bigger things for us. He's got the little fossil there, but it's a potential. I feel like he's going to kick it somewhere else and move it along and let it gain momentum and stuff. I'm also really drawn to these lovely flowers up here. I feel like in the UK, obviously we're in the Northern Hemisphere, but I feel like the world's wakening up a little bit at the moment and we're starting to get blossom on the trees. And that's always an incentive to want to get outside and start doing things. I mean, I'm a keen gardener, so any excuse and I'm out, out in nature. But yeah, I think these two, this guy's coming in to completely assure us that that is exactly what we should be doing. You know, whether this is, do I move home now? Do I move jobs? You know, have a little moment over Easter, have maybe a little bit of time off to think about what it is that you really, really want, or what you're yearning for. I feel that's what the crab, the Four of Shells is, you know, what is it? What's that missing ingredient? Because it's here, ready, waiting for you to take it and run with it. Yeah. So, you know, the bison, I think, you know, watch loads of nature programs. Any of these large sort of animals can go in a bit of a stampede, can't they? So even though he seems quite solitary there, he's got that momentum to just really make a real difference. And I feel that that's the Ace of Fossils here. Where could you make a difference? Not just for yourself, but maybe for other people. Maybe you're going to decide to go into a public service or learn a skill that you can teach other people. It could be a million different things, or it could just be if you move yourself out of your present situation, you're going to feel better, and then the people around you are going to feel better, you know. And I'll just sort of give a story here, and it's a bit of a cautionary tale. Sometimes we get so caught up if we're in a situation that's making us miserable, we don't quite take responsibility that us being miserable is making other people miserable. So we're kind of, you know, they're making us miserable, and it's just a bit of a repeating circle, you know. So by making that really conscious decision of, no, this is not working, I'm going to move on, I'm going to do something that invests my time and effort into something that's worth it, it helps everybody. It doesn't just help you. So, you know, that's a bit going back to that hermit crab, really, isn't it? If that one at the top refuses to move out of his shell, then no one else can move, can they? And everybody's stuck. So it takes just one person or one crab to start a chain reaction that changes lots of other people's lives as well. And I feel that the Ace of Fossils will be the benefit of that for you, for everybody else, or maybe a community, or just the collective message that if we're all trying to do that, in a chain reaction, it might well help lots of other people too. So that's our little message today from the spirit animals. I hope you do have a lovely, lovely Easter. I'm going to still post messages over Easter, so I'll be back here again tomorrow with another one. So please do join me then, and have a wonderful day. Okay, bye for now.